Hey guys, Fergus here from weathermapping.com. Today's second map of the day shows average minimum temperature departure in degrees Fahrenheit across the Northeast United States, covering forecast day 1 through 7. This map isn't showing actual temperatures, it's showing how much colder or warmer overnight lows are expected to be compared to normal. So, what does temperature departure actually mean? Well, before we look at the pattern, let's just clarify the actual definition. So, a temperature departure is simply the difference between the temperature and the long-term average for the same location and time of year, typically based on a 30-year climatology. So, let's have an example. Let's say the overnight low for early February in a city is 20 degrees Fahrenheit. If it's forecast to be a minimum temperature of 10 degrees, the departure is 10 minus 20, so minus 10 degrees. If that location would be running about 10 degrees colder than normal. If forecast low is 25 degrees, and that climatology is 20 degrees, well then we'll have 25 minus 20, which equals plus 5 degrees. So that would be 5 degrees warmer than normal. So when you see negative numbers on this map, it means that there's colder than average overnight temperatures. Positive numbers mean they're milder than average overnight lows. What makes minimum temperature departure especially important is that overnight lows drive freeze risk, energy demand, infrastructure stress, snowpack persistence, and they sometimes matter more than the daytime highs do. So let's look at this map here. How do we read it? So on this map, blue shaded areas represent below normal minimum temperatures, while lighter colors and warmer tones, they represent near normal or above normal average overnight lows. The numbers printed on this map are the average departure for that full 7-day period, not just a single night. So this map is highlighting persistence of cold or warmth, not just a brief swing in the temperature. So what's actually happening across the Northeast? So starting with the interior Northeast, including much of upstate New York, interior Pennsylvania, northern New England, the signal's really clear. Overnight lows are forecast to average 10 to 15 degrees below normal, with some pockets even colder than that. This indicates a real sustained cold pattern, not just a short-lived cold snap. Across the Great Lakes adjacent area, the cold anomalies are especially pronounced, many locations running well into that double-digit negative departure, reflecting a really persistent cold air mass sitting over New England and the Northeast area, and limited nighttime moderation. Moving south into Pennsylvania, New Jersey area, inland portions of the Mid-Atlantic, the pattern still firmly remains below normal. Average minimum temperatures are forecast to run around 8 to sort of 13 degrees colder than typical, which keeps those nighttime temperatures still in that winter territory. We're not seeing anything getting warmer anytime soon. As we approach the coastal plain, including parts of southern New England and the immediate coast, those cold anomalies begin to slightly ease. While they're still below normal, in many areas those departures are closer to 5 or 8 degrees below normal, showing that the influence of the nearby ocean water is kind of moderating those overnight lows. One area that kind of really stands out on this map is the far north of New England, particularly kind of Maine, where the pattern seems to have shifted. Here, those overnight lows are forecast to be near normal or even slightly above normal in spots. It's showing us a contrast in that cold air, and it's not fully penetrating into that region over the next 7 days. Overall, we're seeing a pretty strong east-west inland to coastal gradient. Coldest departures are inland and west, less extreme departures towards the coast, and relative moderation in the far northeast. Why does this pattern matter? As I said, minimum temperatures have several implications. Sustained below normal overnight lows will increase heating demand. increase stress on energy infrastructure, and it will kind of continue to preserve that snowpack and ice cover. It also raises the risk of hard freezes, even if daytime temperatures kind of recover. The fact that we're seeing the signal persisting for a full week tells us that, it's a very strong pattern-driven cold, and not just a short Arctic blast keeping temperatures extremely cold and far below normal. The key takeaway from this map is that persistence. Much of the Northeast overnight temperatures are expected to be well below normal for the next 7 days, especially across the interior. Coastal regions are showing some moderation. Far north New England stands out as less anomalous, but overall, it's a firmly cold week ahead by climatological standards. So if you like this video and you want to see me do more, please like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Laters.